morning across the area. We have generally clear skies on our Roofing 911 Sky Cam network over in Lake Charles. Skies will be sunny this afternoon, and a latest front worked through gave some of the area some showers yesterday. Certainly not everyone saw the rain. The showers and storms were scattered across the area, and the forecast actually looks dry through. I think Friday is going to be okay too. There's a slight chance of showers on Friday and Friday night, but certainly the best chance will come in on Saturday, which we'll get into that in just a moment. Up in the Lakes area, our Roofing 911 Sky Cam network up in Jasper, sponsored by Provalis. Oh, what a nice morning in the lakes. We started out around 60 this morning along Interstate 10, had some 50s up in the lakes area. And boy, tonight's going to be cool too. We'll get to that in just a moment. But this afternoon, one of the coolest days we've seen so far this fall. We're going to have highs today only around 80, maybe some lower 80s here and there. So that's a beautiful afternoon coming up. Now with clear skies, light winds, and very dry air, it's going to be a chilly night tonight. We're expecting lows tonight to drop on down into the low to mid 50s tonight in the lakes, and mid 50s to upper 50s in the Triangle. So a cool night coming up. Let's head down to Port Arthur now on our Roofing 911 Sky Cam network, sponsored by Market Basket. Lots of clear skies. Started out with a few clouds this morning. Those moved on out. And once again, highs this afternoon only around 80, maybe a few lower 80s here and there. We're right now only in the low 70s. Very, very nice. And down at Port Arthur tonight, you should drop to around 60 for lows. And speaking of Port Arthur, you were the big winner yesterday in the rainfall. Had over 1.5 inches of rain yesterday across parts of Port Arthur as that front worked down toward the coastline. All right, let's take a look at our Roofing 911 Sky Cam network over in Orange, sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store. Well, beautiful morning, sunny skies, low humidity, northeast to east winds. It's going to be a nice day with those highs only around 80. Very pleasant coming up this afternoon across the entire region. And it'll be Orange. You started out this morning around 60 as well. You'll be in the 50s tonight. Certainly a cool night coming up, that's for sure. And of course, we've had no rain since this morning. Now, after we get through, let's say tomorrow, the humidity starts to come back on a Friday, that's for sure. Thursday night, Friday. Roofing 911 Sky Cam network, or other camera here in Beaumont. This is sponsored by Packard and LaPrade. Sunny skies, low humidity, and once again this morning in Beaumont, we started out in the 60-degree range. It was nice. We'll be in the 50s tonight across southeast Texas. Very, very pleasant coming up. Tomorrow looks pretty good as well. The humidity will start coming back tomorrow night into Friday, which we'll talk about in just a moment as we get more in detail of that weekend forecast across southeast Texas. But very, very nice across the lakes, the Triangle, southwest Louisiana, and even outside our 12 studios, sponsored by Mid-County Plumbing. Very nice, lots of sunshine, clear skies, and low humidity. So not much in the way of cloud cover today, that's for sure. There'll be some clouds near the coastline, but I think overnight we should be virtually clear. Of course, we'll check some of our moisture panels coming up later this afternoon. Could be some cirrus, some high-level clouds come across overnight tonight. I don't think it's going to impact our temperatures too much across the area. So that's certainly some good news there. But once again, highs today around 80, maybe a few lower 80s here and there across southeast Texas. Other than that, it's nice. Southwestern Louisiana, boy, lots of sun as well over in Lake Charles. You started out around 60 this morning. Rest of the area, 75 Lake Charles, 74 Port Arthur, Beaumont, 76 in Kirbyville, and even out toward the Houston area. Temperatures running in the middle 70s across all of southeast Texas this morning. And once again, very, very pleasant conditions coming up this afternoon, that's for sure. Of course, the front has worked well offshore in the Gulf. Another weak front to our north, just kind of reinforcing the dry air we have in place. May work on through, but that's nothing associated with that. A few high clouds across portions of New Mexico and Arizona. That's about it. Boy, lots of clear skies. You see the clouds still west of Houston and also just south of Houston in the Gulf, closer to that front that came through southeast Texas yesterday. That produced the scattered showers and even a few thunderstorms across the area. And across the rest of the region, there's system number one, upper level low over portions of the Great Lakes. Now here's our weather maker for Saturday. See that little twist in the upper atmosphere right around Los Angeles. That's in the upper atmosphere. It's an upper level low, pretty powerful too. It's going to work east the next few days and eventually dig on into Texas and the southern plains on Saturday into Saturday night. That's what's going to finally help us get rid of the burn bands, because we're expecting some 2 to 4 inch rains across the area Saturday and Saturday night, ending on a Sunday morning. And as we take a look at radar, boy, it's quiet. Not expecting any rain through at least tomorrow night. Slight chance on Friday, and boy, virtually clear skies. Just a beautiful morning across the region. All right, let's take a look at the upper atmosphere, because this is going to tell a lot what's going to happen on Saturday. Now, right now, we have a dry northwesterly flow, front offshore, high pressure in the upper atmosphere, flow around that, giving us the nice dry weather. But watch what happens as we head toward the weekend. There's that spin we were showing you around Los Angeles, that upper level low, pretty strong upper level low, pretty far south too, digging into Texas and the southern plains Saturday into Saturday night. We'll have onshore flow at the surface. We'll have plenty of moisture in place. We'll have a very good chance of rain and thunderstorms on and off all day Saturday into Saturday night. And once again, it looks like some 2 to 4 inch rains should be the average. Could be some isolated heavier totals too, so that'll definitely get rid of the burn bands. That's certainly good news there. With 2 to 4 inches and some isolated heavier totals, that'll swing on through and be off to our east by Sunday. So we expect some drier weather on Sunday into early next week. Then we'll see a little bit stronger front working in the area on a Monday night and Tuesday of next week. Now, right now we have really dried out. You can feel that outside. Low humidity, no moisture really to speak of in the air, mainly to our south, and they'll be drying down around Port Arthur too. And the moisture slowly comes back tomorrow, maxes out on Saturday. Pretty high moisture levels as that upper level low that we showed you comes into range, interacts with the deep moisture, giving us showers and thunderstorms coming up for Saturday and Saturday night. And we dry out once again from the west on Sunday. Any rains, at least the way it looks right now, should end before daybreak on a Sunday. But we're going to get a good soaking, that's for sure. And that'll be nice, because we definitely need to get rid of the burn bands and the fire danger. And this is going to be a huge help on Saturday. Forecasted rainfall totals. Now, we'll have an update on this at 4 o'clock this afternoon on the beat as models update this afternoon. But right now, we're expecting an average of 2 to 4 inches. There'll be some areas getting less. There'll be some areas getting a little bit more. But nonetheless, that's some pretty impressive rainfall totals we're expecting. And futurecast, rest of the afternoon, mostly sunny skies, highs around 80, 81. Some high clouds possible tonight. They're pretty thin though. So I think our temperatures will still drop on down into the 50s tonight. In fact, could even drop to 49 in the morning. Wouldn't surprise me. In Burkeville in the morning. Chilly night coming up, that's for sure. Start out chilly on your Thursday, and we'll be in the lower to mid 80s tomorrow. And notice those winds about ready to come back off the Gulf, so that humidity will start coming back coming up tomorrow night, and especially on Friday. Tropical storm Melissa, nothing to worry about there. She stays out to sea. Small craft use caution offshore today for northeast winds up to 20 knots. Water temperature 83, mostly sunny this afternoon. Near 80 for a high. Very, very nice with that low humidity off the area. And for tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower to mid 50s across southeast Texas with light easterly winds. All right, 7-day forecast. It's dry through Thursday.